fucking with dude, bro, because he know me like a book now. I think he done got my pattern. Hey, bro, tell me when I'm on, Johnny Tune. Cause I'm talking about, as he told me, if he said I'm about to crash out, I feel my body getting heavy. That's crazy shit. I'm like, damn.
What's going on, YouTube Nation, Facebook,
Yeah,
Twitch,
I'm consistent
and
with 10 o'clock. I'm fucking
Periscope
up with
/Twitter.
because I really fuck around and get caught in a 30-minute
Uh,
conversation.
Give me 1 second here. I got got a guest we're gonna bring in today.
Brother, I'm finna go to bed, man.
We are
hey, man, go fuck with partner, bro.
gonna get him in here. Just finish getting it set up.
Y'all YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I type it in the box.
Takes me a couple minutes.
Y'all
But listen, we're gonna give you a little bit of. Oh,
what's his YouTube again? Johnny Tunes.
Johnny, let me look it up. Let me tell you, certified. Let me certify for you.
We'll plug him because I'm gonna be on there anyway. So we'll plug him.
All right, so
yeah.
let me get this guy on here. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. All right.
Yep, Johnny Tunes. Let me see.
All right.
Yep, my dude, he live right now.
I need to jump on the old Instagram machine here and send a little invite out here.
Hit my Insta real quick.
Here we go.
Yes, it's that follow.
All right. Drip, I can drop you one too if you want to jump in for a minute because I know you just kicked it in there.
Right back.
All right. There we go. Let's see here.
I think Johnny Tunes just hit you back on this thing.
So we're gonna bring in
you both. I'm about to head out myself.
a young bring in a guest tonight.
I think I'll link my
you can
shit to this.
Join in with him on. You can catch him on
I'm a teacher.
Instagram.
I have
Wonder Hippie.
I have a couple of throwback pictures on my Instagram with I was with the Phoenicia Core because she was in my family.
Actually, it's
my uncle produced all the
Wanderlust Hippie 23 is going to be our guest here as soon as I get the link sent over to him.
Lauren Hill, all those people.
He's just waiting on me to
and I love teaching hip
get
hop
this list.
to young
link.
people. I teach fashion in particular, branding, marketing, and all that good stuff.
Let's copy a little bit of this link
try to
here.
stay in touch. Try to stay linked and all that other good stuff in the matrix. Y'all take care and be safe.
Alrighty.
And don't get the vaccine.
Link is on its way.
I checked you out, shout out. I followed you on this thing too. I really, I love people.
So we're gonna finish getting some stuff set up here real quick.
You would enjoy.
I want to thank everybody that's been coming in and checking out the stream, things like that.
You feel nice. Like this shit was like walking in like the Huxtables type.
It's the goal is to bring good conversation, good content, and tonight we definitely our guest, once he accepts the link,
we was in Georgia, but as soon as we walk outside and sit on
it's definitely it should make for an interesting conversation.
That was crazy. I enjoyed that. I learned a lot about it.
All right.
They didn't really fuck around too much out of damn near 12 something going up there, but they was good to me. For real, I like the way.
Today I think we're gonna go with this. Can't really see it here.
It was easy.
But we're gonna
it was easy.
Go with a little bit of background here.
Man, I'm gonna get my ass off here, bro. Man, I wish you see Loves were napping.
Not sure what's going on with my chroma cam. It's being a little.
All right, I appreciate the conversation. Thank you to all the listeners.
Drip, I know you're you're out there.
I followed you and I hit you up on Instagram too. Thank you for listening and tuning in. So I'm gonna go hit up John. See you guys later.
All right, so here shortly we should be getting our guest really popping in here. And
even movies too. Movies are a little bit different though because they're a little.
Should be interesting today.
Music is not something anybody owns. People didn't create music; they just work with what is, So.
All right, so we're just waiting for.
And there's always a lot of. There's always
waiting for him to jump in here, so we're gonna check everything out here. Trying to
a bunch of money being individualistic.
Figure out what's going on with this stream here.
I think those guys like honest, because it's not gonna work.
Virtual green screen.
They've got a whole.
So we're gonna close that out, and like I said, we're just waiting for our guest to arrive here. Yeah, alrighty, here we go. Tony, let me throw my headphones back on here just to make sure we can hear you.
All right.
All right, yep, there we go. I got my headphones here, and my speaker. All right, well, we need to throw a picture up there. Let's find something here we can throw up. So, anyways, this is Stony. We just met him through a friend of mine, Big Old Drip, who he'll be a guest on here one of these days when we actually catch up. Him and I catch up. Him and I are brothers from another mother, brothers in arms, both Army vets. But you guys had a good topic going on, and about like things back in like some of these famous rappers, things like that, famous artists that bam, one day we woke up one day, bam, oh we hear the news they got shot, whatever. And I know I brought up in there, when you guys were talking about like how it's almost like they were trying to shut them up because they were starting to speak truth. I mean, one of my biggest role models, is Tupac. Why? And this is what I tell my kids all the time, my older ones, is because when Tupac sang his music, he knew, like, I mean, if kids today would go back and listen to Tupac, he knew, like, something sooner or later, he knew kind of how he was going to die. It was just a matter of the when. I mean, his song "I See Death Around the Corner." Basically, that's Tupac saying, "Hey, man, I could die tomorrow. I could die in 5 minutes." The man knew. He just knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting that you bring that up. What you brought up earlier too was the fact that he could have faked his own death because of the Machiavelli understanding of the mentality on how to get out of the spotlight while leaving a legend, right? And then still make money after your quote unquote death. There's a lot of people in history that have done that. Hitler, for example, has a theory that he faked his own death and then went to Argentina. And then when you're like, no, that's crazy. But if you go to Argentina, there's a whole German town that if you traced it back, it was all high up Nazis, and they fled and they went to Argentina. So it's very plausible that Tupac did the same thing to escape the limelight while he's the head. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I mean, sometimes you got if you can find a way out, and by all means, you know what I mean, and just like this, and the reason, like I feel, that one, that the next album after his death is Machiavelli, like you said, he's making money after death, is. If you remember correctly, it was supposed to be an open casket funeral, and then all of a sudden, oh nope, closed casket and things like that. And so, like, why all of a sudden it becomes closed casket?
Yeah. I don't know. Why did JFK's brain never make it to the place they were supposed to go? I don't know. It's things that we're never gonna find the answer to, right? Yeah. Like I said before in the other show, Tupac has a music video of the exact way he died. Coming out of a club, dressed in what he was dressed in, getting shot, all that stuff. And like, even it's just weird. Like, he died after the fact. What was it, like 6 days, 7 days after he got shot? And it's like, I don't know. Don't add up completely.
Yeah. I mean, and you want to be honest, like I've always felt that way. I'm actually gonna. Well, first I'm gonna. Oh, never mind. It's a commercial. I'm like, why is my computer screen dimming here? It's a stupid pop-up ad. But I mean, I can't say anything bad about ads because I mean, when it comes to the streams, um, I mean, the advertisements, as much as they're a pain in the butt, they they do they help pay to keep the stream going. Um, but
Mhm.
I actually found this if it lets me in here with oh no, it's not gonna okay. I don't want to subscribe to it. I subscribe to enough stuff. But anyways, I was gonna open this website called top10s.net. They actually have a list dated back in September 25th, 2013. Top 10 conspiracy theories surrounding musicians' deaths. And I was gonna pull that up, but like I said, it wanted me to sign up for something, and I didn't really feel like doing that. So let me try this other one. This one's nme.com. It's a blog. 6 musician conspiracy theorists believe faked their own. Well, yeah, six musicians conspiracy theorists believe faked their own death. Um, so I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so we're both like we're seeing the same thing. So you should be able to see it as well. I want to get it shared here on my screen. That's I mean this is a nice little. I actually went to a bunch of programs. I'm glad I actually tried. Went to this one here to StreamYard because I was having so many problems with like my audio would cut out. Like right now, like I mean, if you notice my background, it's kind of being all weird, and that actually is supposed to be a virtual green screen that isn't working properly. But I paid for it, and well, of course, it doesn't work right. So, all right, so we're gonna pop this up here. I'm gonna scroll through here,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna turn on the comments here so that way we can see it. All right, if anybody chimes in with anything, I have it set up. You'll be able to see like any comments that come into the stream. You'll be able to see them. I'll actually throw comments on the screen. But anyways, let's take a scroll through this NME art blog here. So obviously, with anything, we want to give credit to the author of the blog, Helen Mariel Thomas. And this blog's from September 6th, 2016. Oh, and look at that. First one in, picture out the gate. What do we got? We got Tupac. So but it's talking about right off the bat. Let's find it. You find out your favorite musician, died, or and for young kids, I mean, sometimes an artist dies. I mean, look at way back in the day. Was it Richie Valens, Buddy
Richie
Holly?
Valens. Yeah, the day that music died.
When they died in that plane crash.
The Big Bopper.
Yep. I mean, that 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 could be a whole nother topic right there alone. I mean, but I mean, I wasn't alive back then. I mean, I wasn't born until 1979. So, but I mean, you look at you look at some just like I said, it's right off the bat. We get through all the junk here. All right, here we go. We got first one they want to argue. Michael Jackson. And again, these aren't mine or Stoney's thoughts. These are from the writer of this article, and belongs solely to NME.com and their writer Helen. But like so, for instance, wait, is it okay? Is this the no? That's an OCD commercial. All right, here we go. Love it. I mean, they wonder why we don't like to surf the web. Um, so, all right. So we all know Michael Jackson. They found him dead. Um, at a at, or he ended up dying at the Ronald Reagan Medical Center, and quote unquote drug dosage in his bloodstream. Basically, he overdosed. And I mean, the doctor went to jail. Um, and then they have like here we are on YouTube, which we haven't we happen to be streaming YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and or not Twitter, Twitch, and Twitter, I'm right, I'm the whole Twitter Periscope thing kind of throws me off all the time, but they're the same, being it's the same thing. They have this a YouTuber that did a documentary named Pearl Jr. Has multiple videos that insist Michael's not dead. Does surprisingly extensive research and Pearl, not Paul. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. I'm just excited, man. I've been dying to have a guest on here. Usually, I'm just on here, making some more beats and stuff like that. But she's also a fan of Comic Sans. But she believes that could have been faked with some wax and switch out the bodies and claiming that the picture looked like a cancer hospice patient, not like Michael Jackson. The body was lifted out of the helicopter rescue. It looked like a surfboard, not a body. Believe. I'm guessing. Oh, maybe they did this on purpose. I don't know if I'm hoping you can see this on your screen, where I just highlighted where it says believe, but they highlighted or made lie in all capital letters.
Yeah,
kind of threw me out, so I wasn't sure if it was a group or, and then it just dawned on me what they were talking about, what they were doing with it. Well, I know it is a person, or a group. Michael Jackson conspiracy theorist posted a video interpreting Paris Jackson's latest Instagram selfie as a sighting of Michael. I mean, we all know. I mean, we've Elvis. We've seen Elvis. He's not dead. But I mean, that's funny, right? There's Elvis. Next one on the list. So I mean, me personally, Michael Jackson, I don't think that he faked a death, or I think he legit overdose, had the doctor overdose him, whatever the case may be. Some Jack Kevorkian stuff going on, but who knows? I mean, what's your opinion as far as the whole Michael Jackson thing?
I honestly think they killed him. Because like I was saying to Big Drip, is Michael Jackson released a couple of videos that were silent videos, but the symbolism behind what was happening in the video and his like sign language, like I said, that was referenced to a language that the Black Panthers had, and he basically told a story. And because he also said he was trapped, right? So he could have faked his death, but you're Michael Jackson. You're very noticeable. It's very. I don't know what to believe. I believe that they could kill him. I believe that he could have faked his death, but at the end of the day, you got to question anyone who still makes millions of dollars after they die. So
I mean, I can't even make millions of dollars while I'm alive.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes some people don't, right? Kurt Cobain really didn't die a wealthy person, but when he died, it went up.
Oh, absolutely.
So
And
Elvis, same thing. I mean, Elvis died rich, but still,
well,
Elvis
I
moved in value even more.
well, I like the I don't know if you listen to Dennis Leary at all. But I like his one uh reference to Elvis, how they found him. They found him. The only remnants of Elvis was was a turd, was like his last poop. Uh, you know, if I could find the clip and I knew it wouldn't get flagged or anything like that, for like copywriting or anything like that, I would so play it as like a sound clip, because
Is that why they have the whole like he was caught dead on his toilet, like the whole Golden Throne, like
yeah, I
okay.
think that's something along the lines of it because, like Dennis Leary's like, man, if that was me, I would have fished the turd out and blah 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 blah, and it's like because I mean, if you think about it, I mean, how much would that turd be worth right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was kind of where Dennis Leary was going
A
with it.
piece
Like,
of shit.
you know, you got this petrified turd now that was the last thing that Elvis left behind was this little brown nugget or this brown nugget floating in the toilet. But no, instead on the way out they flushed the toilet. You know, somebody could have been rich
Mm.
off a turd.
I mean, somebody really gonna buy a piece of shit?
I mean, hey, Joe Dirt tried to sell that.
He thought he was a
Oh,
meteor.
yeah. I mean, he tried to, and here it was. What was it? Septic tank off a plane or something that he had found.
Yeah, it was just a pile of shit. He was
You know,
eating French fries off that shit.
yeah. Hey, but he still he lived. You know, he didn't die from doing it.
No,
So I mean, hey, I mean,
no.
all's good. But but I mean, that's one of those things. I mean, you make all this money off of, and you're not here anymore. So it's like, and the other, so I mean, and
So
like
you're saying you would have taken your hand and grabbed that piece of shit?
not my hand. I would have maybe went out and seen if he had some Ziploc bags or something. I scoop that fucker.
Elvis doesn't have Ziploc bags. What's he fucking saving shit for?
Hey,
He
you
don't need
never
that
know.
shit.
You never know.
Elvis, no. And look at Elvis's gut when he died. You know, like he did
Hey,
not have any leftovers.
hey, it might not have been a Ziploc bag from leftovers, man. You never know. I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at like I'm an avid Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash.
Okay.
You know, up until they put the movie out. Hell, I won't lie, dude. Like I would have never thunk Johnny Cash to be, have gotten caught up in the the whole thing with like. All right, I'm just gonna have to regular camera this because my fake background doesn't want to work right. But I would have never thought in a million years, that Johnny Cash ever got caught up in the like drug abuse while doing this, because when he got famous, or as he was trying to get there, like watching that movie. I mean, and I mean movies, are they necessarily 100% true? Not always.
But he has
But
that song, I Hurt Myself.
yeah, you got I Hurt Myself. What was it? There was another one. Cocaine Blues, I think it is.
Or cocaine. Oh, not cocaine. God's gonna strike you down.
Yes, that's a very yeah, that one, that's a good song too. But I never put two and two together with the whole Cocaine Blues song. I At least I'm pretty sure that's what the title is Cocaine Blues. But I know it mentions, like putting the cocaine down and stuff like that.
And he did heroin.
See, now I'm going to look it up now just because it's gonna annoy me unless I figure it out.
Yeah, Johnny was in a heroin too. Like he was into some shit that.
I mean, he was eating pills by the handful.
He also said that he regrets it all, and that like he said, I hurt myself today. Like he's like, I would trade it the whole empire for just to get who he was before it all like got diluted and before he was just this cash cow. So he gets
yeah,
right.
I mean, like you a bit back to like the whole topic here. So I tend to wander. You'll see that sometimes because you realize, and I don't think it's wandering. It's you get talking about a topic and you realize, wait a minute, well, what about the hey, this guy, this person here, they did that too, and like when I brought up Two Live Crew in yours and Big Old Drips stereo podcast there, that was one. I got thinking about what brought that to mind and reminded me of that was when you were saying, it's like that, the government. You guys were saying the government, and stuff, or people in the industry were trying to shut them up. In Two Live Crew's case, it was the government, and they would, they were trying to blame them for, murders and that their lyrics, were like encouraging people to do things. So it's that was what actually brought that up because I actually just listened to that song the other day. I was like,
yeah, I mean they did the same thing with Tupac, right? They held him responsible for gangster violence and shit like that. And he's like, I haven't been arrested before he became famous and made music. But like he just, like, is he really responsible for a bunch of shit? No. But he was the scapegoat. They needed to discredit him. So anything he says that is enlightened can be discredited as, oh, he's just a gangster, don't listen to him. He's just a drug dealer, don't listen to him. He smacks women, don't listen to him. And he's just exposing all the truths. So Two Live Crew, Tupac, a couple other people, they're going to try to blow the whistle on a few things, but they either got to be real careful because either they get killed or they got to hide, or, they just disappear somehow.
yeah, and that's just it. I mean, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You have to pull yourself out of that limelight, somehow, and what better way, what I mean, than to honestly, to fake a death. I brought up, it's odd that from at the beginning, it was going to be open casket funeral. And if I remember right, I think it was actually supposed to be open to the public as well. Don't quote me on that, but then suddenly, bam! All of a sudden, oh well, no, we're going to do a closed casket. So I mean, there are things that that raises suspicion. Because it makes you ask yourself, well, wait a minute, what really happened here? Like, maybe maybe the conspiracy theorists, maybe the theories are right that it was fake. But I mean, you have a lot of artists, Tupac and Elvis. There's a lot of artists that people today still say, oh, that they're spottings, and they post. I mean, there's groups out there that like that's their thing, man. Like they swear they've seen Elvis or this guy or that guy, UFOs, I mean, they're out there, and maybe they're onto something those of us that don't want to really hear. You know, maybe they are onto something. You know, maybe there is UFOs. Maybe there are. Maybe artists. Maybe there are artists that fake their death.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, people just in general. And like you said, why didn't John F. Kennedy's brain make it to where it was supposed to go?
hmm I mean, the UFO thing, they just declassified it this year that the CIA admits that Roswell was a real thing, a real incident, a real event, and that they did collect some things that they don't understand. They don't know anything else. So that's already been declassified, right? So that's proven. Tupac, you hear it all the time. Tupac's in Cuba. And if I was Tupac, I would go to Cuba, right? It's the one place Americans can't go. And it's very private. It's very, so if he had a private arrangement with Cuba and he faked his death, then yeah, it makes sense. He would be in Cuba and not like Puerto Rico or Mexico or, Cuba is a very specific place to hide. Um, and as far as the thing is, Tupac's death, it's weird that we have so many theories about a death, right? So theory one is some random guy came to drive by, he died. Another theory is it's Biggie's guys. Another theory is it's his own guys. You know, uh, Death Row. And some people say it's Michael Jackson's guys, because there was a thing with Michael Jackson's, I think, daughter and Tupac or something, and um, or Michael Jackson and Tupac were going after the same woman. I forgot what the story was, but they had some beef, and um, like there's too many, and then he faked his own death. There's too many theories behind one man's death, and there's no answers, right? How can there be so much skepticism around someone's death? Elvis, you either think he faked it or you think he didn't. With Tupac, there's like 5 scenarios. It's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, oh, oh, uh, oh, it's, I'm not sure. Uh, Wait a second. I'm not still, there we are. All right, I'm gonna look at here, like, kind of acting all corny and. Well, yeah, it looks like disability. Um, come on. Oh, we lost it. We lost it. Uh, or my internet. Um, all right. All right. Well, still, if you can still hear me, man, you can and you come back in. And you like kill broadcast. I sure what's wrong with it. I think the some issues, something going on my end. All right, let's try this again. I think I might have been able to keep from have to reboot. And it might just be a matter of a little bit of low power going on because someone plugged the wrong charger into the computer. See if we can get all this stuff to come back up online here. Hopefully. Check this here in a second. See if everything starts working the way that it's supposed to again. Kind of got a little shaky there for a second because everything started to pop in and out. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting everything set back the way that I had it. Kind of don't hear myself at the moment. Which probably isn't a very good thing. Considering I should be hearing myself in my headphones, but what I'm going to do is, if you guys can hear me, because I don't know if this thing's if it's still live or what's going on with it. Let me see what happens here. All right, so there, all right, we got that going on. Try this. Oh, let me try something here. I'm gonna do a reboot here and see if we can't get this situation figured out here of what's going on with this thing. Definitely got something going on. I'm just might have to reboot my computer, but we'll definitely get back. And Stony, if you're watching right now, as soon as I get rebooted, buddy, I'll send you a link, and we'll pick up our conversation where we left off. So we're gonna pop out of here for a minute, and we are going to do some reboots and see if we can't get this thing back up and flowing like it's supposed to.